Welcome to Heartland Family Adventures. Today we're sharing a dining review of Space 220 at Epcot. This restaurant is located next to the Mission Space Attraction and is the newest table service restaurant at Epcot that opened in 2021 and immerses guests in an amazing out-of-this-world experience. As you may have guessed, Space 220 takes you on a culinary journey into space, as though you're taking a space elevator 220 miles up to a space station, with some amazing views of outer space and Earth during the journey and once you get up to the station. This restaurant is open for both lunch and dinner, and they're both a prix-fixe dining experience, with 2 courses for lunch or 3 courses for dinner. Going along with the theming, this restaurant offers some unique and fun cocktails, appetizers, entrees, and desserts, as well as some zero-proof sippers for the kids. If you're new to our channel, thanks for joining us today. If you like what you see, we welcome you to come and visit our channel for more dining reviews around Disney World just like this. We'd love to hear from you, so let us know in the comments below if you've ever visited Space 220 and what your experience was like. Space 220 today. So we're here for a lunch. So it's a 2-course lunch experience. So you get to pick one of each for $55 per person. So it's kind of a set price, but you get to pick out your lift-offs. They've got a burrata, calamari, the blue moon cauliflower, some space green salad, Caesar salad, grain salad, and a kind of a tuna tartare. And then you also get to pick one of the star courses for your entree. It's got a tuna tataki, salmon, steak salad, steak and frites, supreme chicken breast, centauri burger, quinoa burger, ooh, some kind of a linguine dish, and spaghetti and shrimp. And then the kids' meals are $29 per kid for 9 and under, and they get to pick their items too. So for dinner, it kind of changes from a 2-course lunch to a 3-course dinner, so that's $79 per person. Same situation where you get to pick one of each, so it includes a lift-off, a lot of the same options, as well as your star course, your entrees. And they added some additional things to the menu for their dinner, including a short rib, the snapper, the duck breast, a bone-in ribeye, a lobster with jumbo crab, and a filet mignon. And then you also get to choose a dessert for the dinner. Carrot cake, panna cotta, shortcake, cheesecake, gelato, and sorbet. So really nice options.
So after you check in, they give you a boarding pass because, you know, we're going into space. And they have you wait right here to get to your space elevator. Very cool stuff. Exciting!
In just a few moments, you'll be on your way up to Space 220 aboard the Centauri space station. Enjoy the ride.
Here we go!
You're riding aboard the prix-fixe Stellarator, the latest in space elevator design and technology. Today, you'll have a spectacular view of the Eastern Seaboard. Enjoy the ride. I'll be back in a bit with arrival information.
Decide how it's more like a lavender.
We're here.
Alright, we're here. So we're here at Space 220 for lunch. It's our first time coming here. Wow, that ride up the elevator, looking like you're going away from Earth and going up into space, that was so cool. Very, very immersive. This restaurant is beautifully themed. Really liking this. This is so exciting.
Yeah, and they gave us a table right on the window.
Yeah,
Very
looking
cool.
out into space.
Yeah. See space thing. Just make out the space station up there, but I know some things will be coming flying by soon.
This is really neat. Yeah, that elevator ride coming up felt like it was really long. You know, like it seemed like it lasted a long time. That was really cool. You feel like you're going up, like really fast. That was really cool. And coming in here, they have a nice bar, and they have lots of seating that kind of goes around the perimeter of the restaurant. Both kind of booth seating and tables, kind of all around. It's really neat. I don't think there's a bad view here. Everybody has a nice view of all the windows going around. It's really cool.
Spaceship. Waving at us.
Going right past.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, look at that. So cool.
You saw the cool presentation with this drink.
That was so neat. So we've heard about that drink, but I hadn't seen it. And so that was really cool. And I love this glass actually too. It's such a cool glass. It's like a perfect spot to like rest your fingers to hold the glass. So this is called the Atmos Fritz. So it has New Amsterdam vodka, Aperol, Monin Blood Orange, orange juice, Prosecco, and then the cotton candy cloud. So that was such a neat presentation. Comes full of cotton candy, and then they pour the drink over it, and it just completely just dissolves. So sure, it's probably adds some sweetness to it, because that's basically pure sugar. But we'll see what it tastes like. Oh, yeah, it's not overly sweet at all. Definitely taste the blood orange. That's nice. I like that. Get a little bit of bubbly from the Prosecco. Yeah, this is really nice. I really enjoy this. Yeah, you would think it was going to be sweet because of all the cotton candy, but the blood orange is more tart. Yeah, it's not like overly sweet at all. I like that a lot. So what do you got here, Dave?
It's called the Nebula.
Nebula.
This is Maker's Mark bourbon, pineapple, honey, passion fruit, and bitters.
So it's kind of a nice, interesting.
Kind of like it's an old fashioned, but more of a. I would imagine it's more of a sweeter old fashioned with the honey and the passion fruit.
Oh, we got some people moving some parts out here in space.
They're building something above us.
I know. I think they're building something. Kind of almost like a tropical play off of a old fashioned.
Oh, that's very good. It doesn't give me old fashioned vibes at all. Actually, maybe a little bit of the bitters in there, but there's so much of the.
That's Maker's Mark, though, right?
It's more like a tropical drink that has bourbon in it.
Oh, cool.
You might actually like this.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, it's
with
nice.
The passion fruit and everything.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You don't see that very often with the bourbon drink.
It's like old fashioned you find on the islands.
Oh, cool.
Except we're in space.
Except we're in space. Oh, yep, there goes something else. So with the lunch meal, you get what's called your lift-off or your appetizer. You get to choose an appetizer and an entree. And take a look. These forks are so funny. Look how little and narrow this fork is. So funny. So dainty. Space fork. So this is called the space greens. So if you saw whenever we were walking into the restaurant, when we came up to the space station, we walked through and there was this tunnel of this like rotating garden where they were growing lettuce. And it's like this looks like the lettuce that they're growing up here at the space station. How cool is that?
Space lettuce.
Yeah, space lettuce. So this is called the Space Greens. So it's got bib lettuce, so it's a really tender lettuce, compressed watermelon, and then spiced pecans, and an apple cider vinaigrette dressing, which sounded really good. I usually like salads like this where it's got some kind of a nice vinaigrette with some fruit and toasted nuts. So it sounded really good. Yeah, that's really fresh. The watermelon gives it a really nice, just really delicious and freshness. This vinaigrette's really nice too. It's an apple cider vinaigrette. So it gives it a good little bite to it, with some sweetness and those little toasted nuts. I always like toasted pecans, kind of candied nuts. Try to get the bib lettuce is a little more difficult to eat. Super fresh, super tender. This is like garden fresh lettuce right here. This is like you get in the springtime right out of the garden. I'm sure that they grow this right here on property. That's really nice. If you like fresh salads with fruit, I think this is a good one for you. All right, Dave, what you got here?
So this is the Big Bang Burrata.
Big Bang Burrata.
It's got the fresh mozzarella. There's grilled artichokes in there.
Oh, I think I see one over here. Yeah.
See one down in there.
Oh yeah! Wow.
I love artichokes. So. Arugula and sunflower seeds.
Nice. You can kind of see those peppered all over. Very cool. That burrata cheese looks so fresh and delicious. Yeah, that looks amazing. I like that preparation.
Seems very fresh mozzarella. I love the little. I like artichoke flavor.
Yeah.
Just combined with the cheese and just a little bit of spiciness to that and the arugula. A little crunch from the sunflower seeds. It's a really nice appetizer.
Yeah. That's a good portion size too. And we each get our own appetizers to go with our meal, which is kind of nice too. We can kind of trade and share with each other, which is awesome. Really enjoying the drinks too. They're very delicious so far.
What do you think of that? Not good.
Oh man. It's really good flavor. That burrata is super fresh, but the arugula and the artichoke really gives it a nice combination of flavors. The arugula is a little bit peppery. The artichoke gives it a little bit of kind of that tartness, acidity, and I've got some order envy honestly with the appetizer. So I like the salad, but honestly the bib lettuce is a little bit large. Kind of makes it difficult to eat.
Yeah.
But it has good flavor. But I think I would go with the burrata.
Ooh, wow. Ooh, smoky.
Still smoky. Look at that. Smoking space.
Oh, I didn't know that they did that. That's awesome.
All right, try their smoky salmon.
All right. So that was really cool preparation. They bring the salmon out with a dome, lift the dome, and this wonderful smokiness waft it out of there. And I can still smell it. I can still smell the smoke. So I'm sure that's probably kind of infused into the salmon. That's awesome. And I wanted to show the silverware too. Look how cute these are. Space utensils. The knife is really cool looking, and the fork is very narrow. So this is called the Galactic Salmon. So I really enjoy salmon. Usually like to order that. So this also has some glazed carrots, and then you have maitake mushrooms. So kind of fun looking mushrooms since we're out in space. And then it also has baby bok choy. So you can see that over here, some baby bok choy. And then this is a ginger bear blanc. So very, very, very beautiful presentation. We get in here, try the salmon. See, oh, it's just super flaky.
You get some of that sauce on there too.
Has a nice ginger flavor to it. Not overpowering. It definitely lets the salmon kind of shine and doesn't overpower the salmon. Salmon has great flavor. It really got a nice crisp crust on here, but the inside is very super.
Yeah, how's it cooked?
Yeah, it's cooked perfectly. It's not fishy at all. No, but it's very, very tender on the inside. It's got a nice crisp crust to it. I really like that. I just trying the salmon on its own. It's nicely seasoned, perfectly cooked. But I like it better with the sauce.
What are the sides?
Those glazed carrots, perfectly cooked. I like them where they're not like mushy. They're not too crisp. They're not too mushy. They're perfectly cooked. Bok choy, that one's one where it's kind of sometimes a hit or a miss. it's probably in season right now.
Yeah, usually a miss with me. We'll see.
Never know with bok choy if it's gonna be. It's alright. Not my favorite, but it's alright.
That's what I think is what I said last time I had it. Not my favorite.
And try the mushrooms. Oh, those have a great flavor. So the mushrooms really took on the smokiness and that was in that dome. They really absorbed some of the smokiness from that. That was nice. Yeah, overall I really like it. The salmon really kind of shines as the star of the dish. And all the mushrooms and the sauce and everything really enhances it. It's a pretty good dish if you enjoy salmon. This would be a good one for you. Your entree is very large.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be this large, to be
Yeah, it's
honest.
really big. So this is the steak frites, right? So what do you have here?
So it has a coffee space rub on it.
Very cool. So it's got a nice rub on it.
You see what that's like? It's got chimichurri on it.
It's got some broccolini down here on the kind of below it.
And the fries are pretty much your standard fries.
Yeah.
So nothing fancy there.
And this is steak frites, so it's kind of a flat iron steak.
Yeah, flat iron steak. So not a fillet or anything, but a very big portion.
So
of
nice,
steak.
large portions. They've got that chimichurri on there,
Just
so curious to see how it tastes.
Just a hint of pink on that one.
That coffee rub on there.
Interesting. Very tender. It's good. I think I might take some of this chimichurri also off. I feel like kind of overpowering the steak.
Maybe it's a little overpowering.
Yeah. I tried this bite here.
Yeah, you got a piece over here that doesn't have much on it. See what you think of that one.
Yeah. I prefer that.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Yeah. So if your chimichurri is not your thing, you can kind of brush it off to the side.
I taste like the rub's nice.
Uh huh.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's kind of a mild flavor.
Like a roasted coffee flavor.
A little bit of that coffee. It's very nice.
Very cool.
I would almost half the amount of chimichurri they put on there. Maybe okay without it, to be honest. But it's a very good cut of meat. Extremely tender.
Oh, so with the flat iron, you feel like you still got a good cut of meat. That's wonderful.
Very tender for a flat iron. You know, not the best steak I've had by many means, but it's a flat iron.
It's a different cut, yeah.
But it's still a good steak. I wouldn't say that I would shy away from it. It's not going to be the best steak that you have by far.
Right. But when dining in space.
But it's good.
You want to have a steak? There you
So
go.
I had a couple of these fries already, so these are very standard fries, nothing fancy here.
Yeah. Standard fries.
Nothing
They
wrong
give you
with
a
that.
lot of them.
But and you get a ton of them.
Yeah, you get
So
a
if
bunch
you're
of
looking
them.
to most bang for your buck,
Yeah.
this is it.
This is a large
Probably this
portion.
is the burger, but this
Yeah.
is definitely going to fill you up.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of people ordering the burger as well. It's a very large burger with lots of toppings.
I'm gonna try
It
some
looks
of
good
the
as well.
Broccolini too.
Yeah, there's a base of broccolini
I
underneath
usually
there.
really like broccolini. It's good. Perfectly cooked. Got a nice, seasoning, whatever, just kind of soaking in that flavor. I might like that with the chimichurri better than the steak, actually.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, the broccolini is really good.
Yeah, I was really impressed at how well they cooked all of the different vegetables. They're perfectly prepared. Done a nice job. And they're very busy here. You can see it is full in here. Every I don't think I see one table empty. It's very full in here, very popular. But they're doing a good job on food prep.
Our food came out very quick.
Yeah.
Especially the appetizers came out right away. Then they gave us a nice amount of time before the entrees came out, but it wasn't. And we weren't waiting.
We weren't
our
waiting.
Appetizers and then our entrees came pretty quick.
They didn't rush our courses either. Like we were able to finish our appetizer before the entree came out. That was good.
Yep.
Good timing.
Very good.
Yeah, we're enjoying this. That's every so often you'll just see little things kind of come up, kind of out in space. We've seen a couple of spaceships and some astronauts, and it looks like they're building something out here. And we'll show you kind of a tour around the restaurant as well. It's really pretty in here.
Okay, so you've had a little more of that salmon. What do you think?
Yeah. So, see, it's not the best salmon I've ever had. feel like the salmon is cooked well, but I almost wish it had a nice glaze or some more sauce. You get a little bit of sauce here on the side, and I try to drench it in that sauce. It really soaks it up. It's not fishy, so it's well prepared. It's not overcooked. But I almost wish it had a nice, I don't know, it's kind of going with the Asian flavors here. A nice miso glaze or some kind of more sauce drenched over that salmon, I think would take it up to the next level. And I enjoy the vegetables. Honestly, the bok choy is not really doing it for me, but I like the carrots and the mushrooms. But that sauce is nice, but it's really light. I guess they weren't probably not trying to overpower the salmon. I just wish there was more of it.
Yeah.
So that's my only takeaway. It was like, it's not the best salmon I've ever had. It's good, but I don't know that I would order it again. I'd probably go for the steak or maybe one of the other dishes to try it out, or that burger. I've seen a lot of people getting the burger, and it looks really good. So yeah, it's kind of a miss, a little bit of a miss for me. Not that it was bad, but it just wasn't my favorite. That's really cool. So our server surprised us. She said she had a special treat to bring out to us for our anniversary since we were celebrating. This is so sweet. So we kind of debated, like, oh, should we order a dessert? And we're like, oh, I'm kind of on the full side, maybe not, because it's lunch. So like, oh, we'll just, we'll go without. And then she surprised us anyway, so it's so sweet. Got a cool little happy anniversary chocolate on top, very cute. And it's got like this really cool, colorful swirl icing, kind of space looking, and the chocolate cupcake. So I'll try a bite, see how this is. It's like a whipped buttercream. A nice dense chocolate cupcake. I like that. I actually prefer. My mouth is probably like blue and green and.
It is.
I actually prefer that whipped icing a lot better. It's not near as sweet. That's nice and light. Oh, I like the chocolate cupcake. It's very, very sweet and chocolatey. Very good. Oh, it's this very sweet gesture if they bring something out for when you're celebrating a special occasion. That was very nice, and something that we appreciate. So very, very sweet that they did that. And it's got some little it's got little stars, little tiny star confetti on top too, and like little sprinkles that look like little stars, and blue and silver. That's very cool. Going along with the space theme, that's awesome.
That's what you ate.
Oh, I ate that.
Space lettuce.
Space lettuce. They're growing cauliflower, they're growing broccoli, they're growing everything. Cabbage.
Cleared for departure. Initiating descent in 3, 2, 1. Your journey back to Epcot will be a smooth and quick one today. So enjoy the ride.
Finished up our dinner at Space 220.
Yeah.
I think overall a good experience.
Yeah. overall, definitely recommend the experience. It's one that's more about the environment. It's about the atmosphere of going up into space. For anybody with kids or just who loves space, it's really, really immersive, really neat themed experience. So we really enjoyed that. Hope you guys enjoyed that kind of there's like basically a pre-show and an after show where you're going up to the space station and then you're coming back down to Earth. And that part, I was just blown away. That was so cool. That was just amazing. Really loved that.
We'll talk about the food a little bit though.
Yeah.
The appetizer, I really enjoyed my appetizer, the burrata. That was as good as any restaurant I've had recently at Disney World. So that was top notch to me. Definitely, that's probably what I'll want to order again next time. Yeah. Definitely recommend that.
Yeah, I had some order envy with that because I got the salad. The salad was good, but it just wasn't anything to write home about. Dave's burrata was amazing, so I would definitely go for that next time.
The entrees, I got the steak frites. It's a prix-fixe menu, so steak is definitely what I'm going to be drawn to, of course.
Right.
It wasn't, as I said, it wasn't, this wasn't a filet mignon or anything. It wasn't the best steak I've had, but it was good. It was a good steak. This is my personal choice. The chimichurri was a little too much to me. Kind of overpowered the steak, but I just scraped that off, and the steak was good. It was tender. It was a good rub, and it was good and a good value. You get lots of food with the fries.
Yeah, I tasted his steak. I actually like the chimichurri sauce on there. I kind of like those flavors. But yeah, just kind of scrape it off if it's not your thing. The steak itself, though, was prepared very nicely, and a lot of fries. Like you felt like you were getting a really good portion size for the value of what you're paying with that steak. Yep. And we saw a lot of people ordering that, so I think that's kind of probably pretty common that people kind of want to order the most expensive item because it's a prix-fixe, and so you want to feel like you're getting your money's worth in a sense. I looked around the different entrees on the menu. I was trying to look for something different. I'd already had a salad with my appetizer, and so the steak. They did have a steak salad that sounds pretty interesting. They're probably the same as the steak frites, but on a salad. So I might look at that for next time, or get the steak like Dave did. I did try something different. I wanted to try some of the seafood, so I got the salmon. It was good. It wasn't a bad experience. I would just say that it lacked in flavor. Where the salmon was well prepared, but it was very plain. It was kind of bland. It kind of needed something. It needed a little bit more sauce. It needed a glaze or something on it to really take it to the next level. So it wasn't the best salmon I've ever had. So I think that one was a little bit of a miss. Yeah. I kind of wish that had been better. But otherwise, I was happy with the food, happy with the experience,
happy with the service.
The service. So they are top notch there. They are really super attentive.
And the manager, you can see the manager came out, talked to us, made sure everything was on. He was going table by table.
Yeah, the managers were making their rounds, making sure that everybody was having the best experience possible. To make sure that we were having a good time.
Filled our water.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, they refilled our waters multiple times. The drinks were really good too.
Yeah,
Loved the themed drinks.
Both our drinks are great.
Really, and they did a really good job on presentation too, on the food and the drinks. We really enjoyed that. The atmosphere, once we were seated, we were right on one of the window panels. I'd say each window panel almost has a different view, which is really neat. So it can be kind of a different experience every time that you visit. Yeah. So that was cool too. I like that. We got up and walked around the restaurant a little bit after we were done with our meal. We really enjoyed that. Some of the tables have kind of a view of Earth, and some of them just kind of have a view of the space station and the space. So that was really cool. But overall, I felt like maybe not the best food you're going to have, especially at Epcot. Epcot, there's a lot of great competition here for some great food you can have.
I think it's kind of a one-time experience for the experience.
Definitely.
But the food is good. It's probably you're paying for the experience. There's better food, but it's something to do once.
Yeah, especially if you've got little space, kids that are into space or want to be an astronaut when they grow up, or just a really immersive experience that we really enjoyed too. We were kind of geeking out with that, with kind of going up into space and back. That was really awesome. So definitely something we recommend doing at least once. Don't go in with super high expectations on the food, but just to order wisely, knowing what you like. And but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. We always promise to give our honest reviews of our experiences, and hopes that it'll help you out if you're planning a trip to go to Space 220. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, give us a big thumbs up. That really helps out our channel, helps us to keep creating more videos just like this. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Everyone.